First of all, Maggie, I'd like to ask you how you got started with your business.
I first went to Africa in 1984, and within days of being in Africa I'd fallen in love with African textiles, and it just moved on from there. I spent the next 6 or 8 years travelling in Africa. I worked for an overland safari company. It was many years after that living back here in the UK, I started using the fabrics that I bought in Africa in my work. My friends in the quilt group were saying, "Oh, they're really nice fabrics, Maggie, where did you get those?" In Africa. And eventually one day I thought, well, I've got quite a big pile of them. So I took them in and shared them with my friends, and everybody wanted some. So I thought, okay, I'll go and buy some more. A few years later I was able to sort of move on and go and buy goods in Africa, and here we are today.
The fabrics are hand dyed or printed.
Yeah, it's a whole combination. In Ghana I buy a lot of hand-dyed fabrics, but I also buy manufactured fabrics that are manufactured in Ghana and have been manufactured there for many years.
So do they import the cotton fabric from somewhere else?
No, they don't.
They make it in Ghana?
Yes.
And the businesses who are actually doing the printing and dyeing, they tend to be small or large companies?
All the hand dyeing, it's small businesses, family-run businesses. The outfit I'm wearing, Gracia Fabrics is her business name, Grace Adova. She's probably got 10 people working for her.
They'd be paid a fair living wage, so to speak.
Yeah, they would be paid a fair wage for Ghana. Obviously it's very different to the wage levels here, but it is a good wage for Ghana, and they're treated, when you're in a family business, you're treated like family.
Yeah.
And everybody
You've dealt
looks
with these
after.
people for many years,
Yes,
of course, now,
yes,
haven't you? So
yeah.
you've got to know the people who are honest and reliable.
Yes, and I'll soon walk away from somebody who I'm not happy with.
So you know, for every bit of fabric that you bring in, you know which family has made it, even
Absolutely.
sometimes which member of that family has made it.
Absolutely. I mean,
It'll be interesting for Sarah to get the stories of those. It'd be nice to put it when she's selling her garments. Tell people a bit about who's made the fabric as well as the garment.
I mean, that was one of the reasons for a little, the little slides, is showing all the different people. That I find it's very important to me, and it is important to my customers, and it does really help people to relate. And so, I think it's important. Yeah, it's good.
Brilliant. Thank you, Maggie.
Thank you.
Awesome. Now then, Sarah, what got you interested in fashion?
Well, I've always been interested in art and design and just making things, and then just fashion came after that.
Even when you were a little girl, you were sewing away, were you?
Well, not sewing, just painting and drawing and designing. And then,
And clothing, is that why you went to Leeds?
Yeah.
So you were interested in making clothes?
Yeah, that's where I studied fashion design, and before that I did textiles.
And what gave you the idea for the current capsule collection you've launched tonight?
It came from working here at the Fair Trader, because I wanted to develop my own ethical range of clothing. And so when I found out about Maggie in Meltham, who's getting all the fabrics from Ghana and like women's cooperatives over there, so that inspired me to make my own collection.
Who would you like to emulate when you're amazingly successful and an international star?
I'm not sure, I don't want to emulate anyone. I just want to make a good collection and do good designs that people like to wear, and possibly source my own fabrics in Africa, and so I can visit all the suppliers and do that whole side of things.
And we've heard the fabric Maggie buys, she might buy as little as 10 metres, 5 metres. So it's quite a challenge for you to make garments. What happens if someone wants another one in the same colour?
You can't always get it. You might have to pick a different one.
Right. So that's a pretty unusual concept, but it means that the garments are unique.
Yeah.
And do you sew them all yourself?
Yeah, I do at the moment. So it might change if I get bigger.
Right. Well, let's hope you do. And thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, we'll let you get going.
Okay.
Now then, Geraldine, as a fellow director of the Fair Trader, what are your feelings after a very successful evening?
I'm absolutely thrilled to bits. Sarah's put her heart and soul into this business, and I think Home First backed her. It's been a fantastic evening.
How long have you known young Sarah?
Must be 2 years now, maybe a bit more.
And would you say she's developed in the time you've known her?
Hugely. She's a young lady with an enormous amount of talent and not much confidence, and I think that confidence has grown in Fair Trader enormously.
And you speak as someone who's been educating young students at Northumbria University for some time. You know what you're talking about, so this isn't just being nice.
Oh, no.
You think she's a real talent?
No, because to be honest, to be nice to somebody who wants to do something like this when they're not good is not sensible.
No, it's a tough
because you're
business.
selling dreams that and they're going to be disappointed. No, this is backing real talent.
And the fabrics are beautiful,
amazing.
aren't they?
They're wonderful. And she's used them in a way I've never seen them used before. And to create garments that are different and wearable is extremely difficult.
And an interesting concept, the African fabrics.
Absolutely.
With the Yorkshire design.
Absolutely, and wearable. This is the most important thing. It was great seeing people try it on and wanting to buy.
Well, we've had a fantastic evening.
Haven't we?
And you've made the evening special with your wonderful nibbles.
Oh, well, it was Sarah. It was Sarah's evening, and it was just brilliant.
And I think other people should come to the Fair Trader in Home First and see what we've got here, because it's something really special now.
It is, and I think tonight a lot of people have seen it for the first time, and in Home First, word of mouth will do a lot to help us. So I think we need to spread that word.
Michelle,
Mark.
one of our most valued volunteers at Fair Trader,
Am I? Thank you.
a professional woman of some standing, successful PR business in London, and now you find yourself in Yorkshire.
I do.
Do you like it here?
I absolutely love it here. I can't imagine living anywhere else now. This is home. Yeah.
And what do you think about tonight's event?
I think it's been amazing. I think it's been beyond our expectations. I think the positive feeling from everybody of what we have on offer, and I've spoken to a few people who didn't even know we were here, so and they've we're definitely coming back, and also the fact that Sarah actually managed to sell some items on the night, because there's many a time when you have a fashion show that nobody will buy anything, they just look, so she's done really well as well. And I've also learnt that African fabrics aren't what I thought they were.
Yeah. And we had a real buzz going.
It was.
But it was a professional event as well, wasn't it?
It was. I think that actually people were surprised at how professional it was. I did, as I was greeting people on the door and telling them there's drinks and there's nibbles and so on, and they were like, oh really? So, and the idea of just being able to look around the shop, but also viewing the actual garments actually on the ladies, because clothes always look better when they're being worn as well. I think it really helped, and I think it's just been a great success.
I think it's a different image for fair trade, volunteer-run, cooperative. It's not really what you expect,
No.
is it? I think people should come up to Home Firth and come and look at this shop, have a look at our website, because they get a big surprise.
I think a lot of people tonight were surprised that they didn't feel like they were in a fair trade shop of what they expect a fair trade shop to be. This was a very professional event. It's a high-end store. It's got a lot of things for a lot of people to purchase, and I think that people need to come and have a look.
And people like you believe in it, or you wouldn't spend your precious time helping us out. You run a successful business as your
Exactly.
day job. You just help us out from time to time,
Yeah.
as do many of our other 600 odd members.
Absolutely.
We have ambition for the shop. It's not just aiming to be a little shop in Home Firth. We're hoping it'll be a successful online business and bring these fantastic products to people all over the UK.
Yeah.
But most importantly, it'll have a big impact on people in developing communities who are trying to work their way out of poverty. That's why we all do it, isn't it?
Absolutely, and also from my point of view, I love the fact that it's not just about the overseas, it's also helping local businesses get themselves off their feet as well, and helping to support them. I think that's a great aspect of the business as well. It's here and it's there.
Yeah, without a penny of public money.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Thanks, Michelle.